Just like I said, there will be pullbacks when it comes to NEO. It would not be a smooth transition back up. And with the pullbacks, we must take advantage of it and buy more. And that's what I did this morning. I bought 80 more shares of NEO this morning. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. So now I'm up to 14,863 shares of our baby NEO, and I will keep buying. But why am I doing that? Because with the stimulus coming, we will see, and with NEO expansion, even if there were no stimulus, with NEO's expansion worldwide, now we're going into North Africa and the Middle East. We'll be going into more BRICS nations. Firefly is coming. Envoy is now only starting to be delivered and ramped up. Our next earnings call is going to be dynamite. As you see with the amount of swaps we're doing now at our stations, over 100,000, and we keep adding swap stations. So NEO stock price has pulled back in the last few days, just like I said it would. As the recent momentum waned, after rising to $7.70 on September 30th, the stock has pulled back now today to a little less than $6, a little over 20% retreat, meaning that it has dropped to its lowest level since September 27th. NEO shares remain substantially higher than the year-to-date low of $3.65. So we've almost doubled that. It had also dropped by over 31% this year and by 62% from its highest point in 2023. It sells the NEO ES8 7-seater SUV, etc., etc. Envoy L60 has a pre-sale price of of 31,000 US dollars, making it cheaper than the Model Y, which starts at RMB 263,900. Ours start at 219,000 RMB. NEO's advantage over other EV companies is that it has invested in battery swapping stations. And oddly enough, I ran into two of my subscribers at a Trader Joe's this morning. For those of my friends who live outside of America, don't know who Trader Joe's are. They sell a lot of organic and healthy products. And I ran into two of them. But anyway, so we do battery swapping stations, which differentiates us. And I've always said this: when you invest into an EV company or in any company, find out what are they doing different to the rest of the competition. So for example, if you bought into Burger King and McDonald's was already there, well, why are you buying shares in Burger King? What are they doing different to McDonald's? Are they going to steal market share? And sure enough, Burger King did that, but McDonald's is still the #1 food chain in America. However, when NEO came out, we didn't just come to steal market share. We came to eat their breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, and drink their margaritas as well. Because of our business model is the only winning business model. That's the difference. So anyway, where users can go swap batteries and receive fully charged ones. The advantage is that this solves the biggest challenge. It solves the biggest challenge that people have when buying electric vehicles, which is range anxiety and wait time. NEO has about 2,500 swapping stations and over 22,600 chargers, more chargers than any other EV company in China. NEO's growth is seen better in its financial results, which has showed that its annual revenues rose from 1.1 billion in 2019 to over 7.8 billion in the last financial year. Excuse me, guys, a 609% increase. Does this sound like a company going out of business to you guys? If so, keep putting your shares, Money Making Mitch will keep buying them because I'm going to be a millionaire in the next 4 years. It also goes on to say NEO business is doing well. The most recent delivery numbers showed that NEO's business was doing well. It delivered over 21,181 vehicles in September, a 35.4% annualized increase. It also delivered 61,855 vehicles in the third quarter, a 11.6% increase. Now remember, Envoy is here now. So imagine what that increase will be. These delivery numbers are notable because the general view among analysts and investors is that the Chinese EV industry is slowing. And even though the EV industry is slowing, as they say, we're growing. How is that? Why is that? The numbers mean that the company is doing better than Tesla, which delivered 462,800 vehicles in the third quarter, an increase of 432,000 delivered in the same period last year. Its numbers were also notable because they included just 832 Envo vehicles since they started selling in the end of September. The most recent financial results showed that the business was doing well. Vehicle margin increased to 12.2% as it did a year ago. Yes, so we keep increasing our vehicle margins. Imagine in the next earnings report. Most Chinese EV companies seem to have ended the price wars that we saw last year. Its total margin increased from 4.9 to 9.7%, while its vehicle sales jumped to RMB $15.67 billion. Most importantly, this is the key, NIO has started to narrow its losses. After completing most of its investments that were consuming most of its funds, its net loss for the last quarter was RMB 5.4 billion or 694 million, a 16.7% decrease from the same period last year. NIO expects that the business will continue doing well. This was its guidance, which is the most important thing in any financial report, with its third quarter deliveries being between 61,000 and 63,000. Total revenue will be 2.6 billion, a 3.2% increase from the third quarter of 2023. International expansion. NIO and other Chinese companies' biggest challenge is that the industry is highly competitive, unlike here in the West, with over 100 local and international brands vying for market share. As a result, NIO is working to grow its business in other countries, especially in Europe. The challenge, however, is that Europe has voted to add more tariffs on Chinese vehicles for now, with ongoing negotiations. Minor speed bump, money-making Mitch said. NIO's other challenge is that it will need to make more investments abroad to boost its battery swapping technology, which is what we're doing. This is notable since NIO is still losing substantial sums of money just recently. The recent NIO stock surge was in line with my forecast. On the daily chart, we see that the shares have remained above the key support level at $6.03. We made a small dip today. Its highest swing on May 14th and the neckline of the double bottom pattern. It is also hovering above 23.6% Fibonacci retracement point and the 25-day, 50-day moving averages. Therefore, the stock will likely resume the bullish trend, with the initial target being at 770. Now, I'm not sure if the stock pulled back this much with other Chinese companies because of the war games going on with China right now close to Taiwan. People are panicking. That's when I buy. It says which is above 25% of the current level. A move about the point will lead to more gains in the longer term. Let me say that again. Therefore, the stock will likely resume the bullish trend, with the initial target being at $7.70, which is about 25% above the current level. A move above the point will lead to more gains in the longer term. So I hope you guys found this video to be informational, inspirational, and motivational yet again on a Monday morning. If so, guys, do not forget to hit that thumbs up because it takes a lot of time to do these videos, the research and the editing. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel, we're waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.